Today on the channel, it feels like it's been a while, but we're back with the Masters of the Universe new Eternia subline, this time with Mantenna and Mosquitor.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe new Eternia unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got two of the baddest of the bad. From the Horde, we got Mantenna and we got Mosquitor. But for all your Mantenna Mosquitor needs, better hit up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description down below. Support the channel. They got all kinds of sales going on, starting now for the holiday. As they say, 'tis the season, and 'tis the season for a review, and we're going to do it like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do a little comparisons along the way. Where do we start? The Battle of the M's. I guess we'll go Mantenna first. Why not? Nice weight to this figure, a little bit heavier as we know. 30 points articulation on Mantenna. He's got a lot going for him. Part of the new Eternia line. Classic face only a mother could love, or Hordak possibly. Looking good in the package. We've seen this packaging before. All part of the Masterverse on the top. 4 and up on here. Ooh, 6 and up. You 5-year-olds, we thought you could, but you can't. You can't handle this Mantenna. Got the wraparound packaging, looking very cool there. A little wraparound. You get some glamour shots there, looking very nice. And then you got Mantenna on the back. He's got all kinds of legs. He's a Mantenna after all. The evil spy with the pop-out eyes. The evil Horde spy scouts new Eternia for the lost pieces of Castle Grayskull. Very cool, and it's amazing how the new Eternia line finally caught fire. They tried a few different things over the last couple of years, and now they seemingly have settled into this and mixing in a little bit of vintage collection as Walmart exclusives is what they've been doing. What do we got going on here? You slide all this out if you want to. Give it the old heave-ho, see you later. And then you get the cardboard stuff, and it does show your contents list, all that in the packaging, always looking good. And then we got some baggies. See you later, goodbye. Masters of the Universe baggies right here, looking very nice. All in red and black attack, looking like it's ready for the Horde is what it looks like to me. Oh, don't want to lose that little ball. Nobody wants their balls rolling off the table. See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison, looks like we got twist ties to lock old Mantenna down. Makes sense, get the old scissors out. Let's get these twist ties. The twist tie collection continues to grow. As most know, if you watch my McFarlane unboxings and a lot of Mattel unboxings on the channel, you guys know by now we unbox a lot of stuff, and with that comes a lot of twist ties. And I'm saving all the twist ties this year, and we're going to weigh them all, and whoever can guess the exact weight without going over or closest to it will win a fabulous prize. Yes, I said fabulous, Todd McFarlane. A fabulous prize will be coming one person's way. So be on the lookout for that. Follow along social media, all that kind of fun stuff. Man, he's got a lot of twist ties. We're locked up in all these legs, and that's one crazy thing about Mantenna, as we know. He's got multiple legs. I guess he's part insect, I guess is what he's supposed to be. There we go. Twist ties, don't want to lose one. That could be the difference. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to Mantenna business here, and we got these right here. I believe this is for his crazy eyes, right? You plug these in the eyes and you put them in the end. I believe that's what they're for. You get 2 of them here, and man, he's got some wild eyes, which we're going to get into very shortly here. And you do get another eye if you want some different eyes. And there's a lot of plug and play methods with this. So you can plug this eye into here. I'm assuming, you know what happens when you assume though, but I would imagine these eyes would come out, right? Oh yeah, it looks like they will. You can slide this whole face structure off, and then you can pop those eyes out. Very much nightmare fuel right here, but we do get the eyes here. More plain Jane, clear eyes is what we got going on. You do get the blaster weapon, I assume. Yep, you can pull these off of here, plug it in if you want to. It is his blaster weapon, I guess the eyeball blaster, and you can mix and match the eyeballs however you want it to be, which I think is a pretty cool idea, all things considered. So you want his eyes crazy, you want him normal. Is there anything normal about this guy? But you know what I mean. And you do get the blaster weapon for him. So cool to see that with Mantenna, but as I said, a little bit of a deluxe figure, a little bit of a bigger figure here. This is pretty darn cool. I gotta say, the new Eternia line is pretty fun, But these more deluxe style figures like Mantenna is a really nice addition to the new Eternia line here. I like the looks of this, but we're going to dive into it. Let's start with those eyes. Man, somebody get him some Visine. Somebody call Ben Stein. Is Ben Stein still alive? I think he is. Remember when people used to try to win his money? I tried to win it. I always wanted to go on that show when I was a kid. Never got to, obviously. But I was on That's My Dog. You ever remember that show on the Family Channel? Oh, shout out. I've told that story before. Shout out to That's My Dog. Look up episodes on YouTube. But a lot of fun there. But I love the eyes here. Just crazy. Looks like he's just been up all night drinking Jolt Cola. Yeah, that's what he's been doing. Got the crazy teeth there, even a couple of fangs off to the side. Got those big ears back there. Really is nightmare fuel. This could just terrify some little kids, I think is what it could do. Horde logo in the chest. He's repping the brand. Got the big vest over the top, almost like an alien insect type shell over the top as well. Blue bodysuit, I guess that's what we'll call it. Skin suit, whatever you want to call it. We got that over there. He's got the Horde Championship belt, I believe. European Championship belt for the Horde. So he's ruling all of Europe is what he's been up to. Red hands, no extra hands with him. So you just get what you get here and you don't throw a fit is what you do. 2 gripping hands, looking very nice. And you got the kind of, I guess we'll call them fins. We'll call them fins. But you got them in the thighs. You got them in the lower legs across both sides. And you also got them on the forearm like a young Batman. He just got wrist cuffs here in black, looking very good. And he's got a little bit of a skirt right there, soft plastic folding down. Red shoes on him as well. And then you do got the Horde logo in the shoes or the boots, more like it. Now you do get an extra set of legs out back and then beautiful, got articulation across the board on those. So that does look very nice. That's a key part of Mantenna as we know over the years. Now articulation on him, head, back, forth, side to side, up and down. I wish there was articulation in the jaw. I feel that's a miss for a character like this. Would have liked to seen that. Arms all the way around for us there, but you do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows playing all the hits. Hands back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation, no ab crunch on this one. You do get the legs that go up. Oh, are we single jointed at the knee? It looks like we're single jointed at the knee. You do get a thigh cut, missed that there. You get the ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. No boot cut on this one. So a little bit less than in some of the articulation on the legs. Same articulation on both sets of legs here. But it does look good, and this is a wild figure. I like the looks of this a whole lot, and I really enjoy how these figures feel in hand. I think they're very nice. They're very fun. We're not sure what's going to happen. Todd, close your ears. But McFarlane Toys, we know they're losing the DC license. It's going back over to Mattel. I have no knowledge at all what they're going to do, but my gut just tells me they're going to do more of a Masterverse style for the figures. I think that would translate very well to the DC line. I would love to see them do their take on this kind of a style figure with this height, feel, articulation. Would love to see that. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I think if they're smart, they will, and maybe they can reuse some parts. That's all it's about, you know, getting the most out of your molds, as we know. But Mantenna, a lot of fun right here. I like this figure a heck of a lot more than I thought I would. And it's going to be a tough He-Man countdown this year on the channel as we celebrate the best of 2025 in action figures. But we're not done with our friend Mantenna. You guys know, once again, I'm just a classics guy at the end of the day. I even wrote a book about the Classic Superstars line. But we got the Classics Mantenna here. Looking very, very cool. But boy, quite the size difference. Man, times have changed, but they also stay the same in a lot of ways. But a fun, fresh take on Mantenna right here. Like it a whole lot. I like it a whole lot. So there's old Mantenna rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling for the Horde. But now we got to get some blood sucking going on. We got Mosquitor, and nobody likes those Mosquitors, do they, Todd McFarlane? The bane of many people's existence, as we know. There's always a window in my neck of the woods where it's really, really bad after like a rain or something. It's just tough. Those mosquitoes, they'll get you. They'll get you. They'll give you the West Nile if you're not careful. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that Zika virus either. I don't know. Hard times in the old virus game, that's for sure. But hard times in the Mosquitor game. He's going to suck your blood like a young Dracula. But looking good, a classic character, another member of the Horde, new Eternia, Masterverse at the top. What do we got? 30 points of articulation, playing so many hits, it'll make your head spin. And are we 6 and up? Yep, once again, you 4 or 5-year-olds, you can't handle this guy. He's too much for you. He's too much. Little bit of a window box just to peek through. I wish there was more window, is what it is. Can't fight City Hall. You do got a little wraparound on the packaging once again. There it is, the 2 faces of Mosquitor. And then on the back, looking very good as well. Got a little bit of blurb, got a little bit of action figure glamour shot. Looking very nice. Mosquitor, the evil energy draining insectoid, sent by Hordak to New Eternia. Mosquitor drains the weakened planet of its most valuable resource, the power of Grayskull. And it does say Eternia He-Man is also in this set. I still got to pick that one up. That is an all-timer, one of my absolute favorites. But also very controversial, blackface He-Man, Todd McFarlane. You know all about it. Dangerous to go blackface. Man, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it, but He-Man says, I can do it. I can do it. But I do like the Anti-Eternia. It just seems so dark, so heavy metal. A very cool looking figure in all the varieties we've got over the years. And that is all she wrote here. See you later. Goodbye. Get some of the accessory parts on the side over here. A little wraparound instructions. Interesting how they do that. Very interesting how they do that. Very interesting. See you later. Goodbye. Got the little baggie of doom. What do we got in the baggie? What do we got in the baggie? Tom Farron, it's not like the baggies you're always trying to hand me. See you later, goodbye. Right off the screen, there it is. And then we got the plastic Mosquitor Prison. Looking very good. Let's cut him out. Let's cut him out. Let's free him. Maybe. Oh my gosh, twist tie. Very tight twist ties here, which you got to concentrate because nobody wants me to cut my finger off. And I think we've done over 5,000, we've probably done over 10,000 figure reviews on this channel. But I think maybe over 5,000 videos, something like that. And can you believe I've only cut myself, I think, 2 times? 2 times is the only time I've ever done that. So shout out to me, keeping it safe around here. It's a safety first channel. OSHA never going to get involved in my business. That's what I'm saying here today. But man, this one's very tough. This could be one that could get you if you're not careful. And there we go. Mosquitoes running wild all over the place. See you later. Goodbye. And then we got twist ties. Get them off my table. Get these off the table. Nobody likes them gunking up the table, that's for sure. But now we're going to dive into old Mosquitor here. Full of mosquito things is what he's full of. Now he does get his little weapon, I guess blood-sucking gun. If you don't want to go the old mouth way, you just suck it out like a shot or something. But you do get some extra pieces to put on the end if you want to. So we get a little bit of kind of a knife, a spear action. And then we even get a couple of hoses and things and like a little, I don't know what you call this, a little kind of arm type thing out of here. So he's got all kinds of creepy options if you want to. Make this weapon your own, very futuristic like. Some hoses here, some pretty fun accessories if you want to dive in. And then they do fit on the gun, but they also fit on the end of his sucker, whatever you want to call it, on his face. And then the last bit of accessories here, you get a chest plate difference. So it kind of mimics the blood action. As remember the old school one, it looked like it pumped the blood through there. Always very cool. Kind of reenact that right here. Or you can just have a plain chest piece. Choose your own chest piece adventure is what you can do with him. But now we're going to dive into Mosquitor, and he's got that classic long nose, spout, whatever you want to call it here. You can plug anything into it if you want to. You can even put this hose in there, I think. Maybe not. No, maybe not. No hose there, but the hose does go in the back of his head into his back. So you do plug that in back like so. So that's what that's for. But you should be able to plug this stuff in there. Yeah, you can. Okay, there you go. So you can put this on the end. You want him to fight with his nose like an elephant. You can do that. But you can put some options there if you want to. So that's cool to see. But I do like this. Very glassy eyes here. Talk about a one and done head sculpt. There's no reuse out of this guy here. Nice red coloring. You got almost like a cannon on the end, looking very nice. Got some spikes on the shoulders like a young road warrior. It's like a young hawk and animal. He's ready to go. Like the looks of that. We talked about the chest piece here, the 2 options. Choose your own chest piece adventure. Black skin tone throughout on this one. And then you got forearm guards in nice gray. You got a nice pattern there. Silver gloved hands, I guess we'll call it. Both gripping hands. No extra hands with this set at all. And then you do get a little bit of a championship belt, the Mosquito title, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit of skirt action and very robotic style boots down here, which we've seen before with him. 3 toes down here where he's got the 5 fingers. He's got 3 toes. Looking wild, of course. And then you do got the wings in the back. Nice translucent plastic. He's flapping around, flying around. The guy are articulated, moving back and forth, side to side. Whatever you want to do. Looks very nice to see those as well. All in all, a good Mosquitor figure. I like Mosquitor a lot. He's a very cool character, still cool all these years later. Very dark, very menacing. You know what he's up to. He's going to suck your blood like a Dracula, but I think I prefer Mantenna just a hair more. I think I do, but his arms do go all the way around, I hope. Yep, they do, and the shoulder guards do move out of the way for you, and they do fall right off if you want them to. They just plug in the side, though, but they will fall off, as we just saw right there, so be careful, but the arms will go all the way around. You do get a bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, hands back and forth, side to side, head back and forth, side to side, a little bit limited as you can imagine. You got the hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist, drop down hips, legs go up, thigh cut. Oh my gosh, very tight. So tight the plastic is like kind of coming off on this one. So I need to cut some of that extra plastic. It just fell off of my table right here. A carpet monster. There you go. But very tight in the knee department. Boot cut, ankles, back force, side to side, up and down. And no toe articulation on him. But our usual Masterverse style articulation on this one. He should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Using code Kyle to save 10%. Yes, he does. And obviously Mantenna, he doesn't need to fit on a stand as he's got 4 legs. He can hold his own. He can hold his own. But there's old Mosquitor looking very good. A very cool looking figure. But once again, just a classics guy. Got Mosquitor once upon a time from the Masterverse. Looking pretty good as well. I might prefer this new one. This one is pretty fun. There's a lot of good looks to this one. Both of these maybe are improvements on their classics version. I hate to say it because I'm a classics guy, but these new Eternias are firing on all cylinders right now. Can't wait to get the rest of the group, the rest of the gang in the new Eternia line. A lot of fun with these two. But what say you? A lot of fun for you. You picking these two up. You need these in your collection. Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. You can also check out YouTube channel memberships if that's more your speed. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is also the podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Every Tuesday where podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for the Horde, Mantenna, Mosquitor, and new Eternia, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?